Hello and welcome to the Real Exes of Portland podcast, coming to you from Portland, Oregon. I'm Heather.
I'm Sofie.
And I'm Amy.
And we are real women, real friends with real stories.
That are super juicy.
And I might add, real boobs. And we would love for you to follow us on Instagram at The Real Exes Portland. And we will be hanging out with you guys every Wednesday afternoon.
And you know what Wednesday is?
Wine Wednesday.
Cheers.
Hello, I'm the MC. Hello and welcome to the Real Exes of Portland podcast. We are laughing because I was completely distracted and I'm the one that's supposed to kick this thing off. Is it morning yet? I'm on my second cup of coffee. We all are having a struggle this morning. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But our days have been interesting lately. Shh, turn off the phone. Did you guys hear that? I hope you didn't hear that. Okay, I've silenced it. Anyways, we're here again. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming back and listening to us. Well, today we would love to get started by thanking everyone that attended our very first, I was going to say human, our very first public meet and greet that happened yesterday, Saturday afternoon at Thirsty Lion in Beaverton, Oregon. And it was a huge success and we had so much fun and everyone that came was so friendly and supportive and we are so thankful, and
it was great. Oh my God!
Yes,
awesome.
pipe in, guys.
And the vibe.
Oh, it was
Oh my gosh,
amazing.
the vibe.
Yeah, it was just, and people were coming up to us because when we first started, we were still kind of organizing.
Yeah.
And Dara came up, and she did not know. She goes, I don't even know how I got to this event. She goes, I don't remember how I invited myself to this thing. But she was so sweet. Anyway, so she was just, and we kicked it off right off the bat.
Oh, yeah.
And so she was like a complete stranger to us.
Yes.
Complete stranger to the podcast.
Several people there haven't even listened to the podcast
Yeah.
yet, which is the main bulk of our business. But I think most of these folks found us on Facebook and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they were just like I'm an ex, and and I think she belonged to one of the moms groups.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Beaverton Moms groups. There's almost 10,000 people in that group.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
So-
I just got goosebumps.
And so I guess she just read the invite and thought, wow, they're all ex-wives, ex-girlfriends, whatever they are, but it's all relatable. And she was all for it. And
Oh, yeah.
that was awesome. I was just like, she was like the first person. I was like, oh my God, there's going to be more of you?
I think we had 24 of us, I believe. I haven't done all the count. I haven't done all the numbers, but I think
Yeah.
there was about 24.
And there was a good group that came at 3:00 or close to 3:00
And
stayed
and
almost the
stayed till 6.
Oh, yeah.
This was a 3-hour, and they didn't want to leave.
Yes.
We
No.
pretty much had to be asked to move.
Actually,
move out.
we were
Yeah.
at the end, at the very end.
Yep, which actually is how this whole thing got started, which is really funny when Amy and Heather, me and Sophie and a few other ladies, we used to all support one another and started this like a happy hour at this same restaurant, Thirsty Lion. That's how
Over 2 years ago, almost 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
and that's
Yeah.
how we all started to get to know each other better and came together on, they used to have half price bottles of wine on Wednesday nights. And so that's why we would meet at Thirsty Lion on Wednesday nights.
And when they got rid of it, we made a fuss.
We did.
And we always joke that we might be the reason they got rid of it.
That's true.
Because we would go drink a lot of wine at half price and we
And
would,
we would stay there.
for
Stay there all
hours. I mean,
night.
they literally had to tell us to leave. They were like shutting off the lights, sweeping, vacuuming, like we're still sitting there.
All the
So
chairs.
true.
You know it's time to go when the chairs are on the table.
on the tables.
Oh, so it's just kind of fun to talk
like
about
that whirlwind.
where this all began, to think tink back.
To tink back.
Oh my gosh. So it's really fun, and here's how we've evolved and how far we've come, and now we have a podcast, and
now we have a group,
and
like
now
we're
actual,
part of we've created a groupie, or
we got groupies now.
I know. And then when Amy and I went to the opening, the Friends and Family and Influencer opening of Toro, a woman. She
was a super fan.
She was a super fan. She was like,
"You guys should have gave her a prize.
Which one are you?" And then she pointed at Amy, and she goes, "I'm Amy." She goes, "Oh, you're the therapist, the in-house therapist."
Yes, she did. She actually picked us out.
I have goosebumps.
I thought she was kind of kidding at first. I thought she knew, but she was like an actual fan.
Yeah,
so
and
exciting.
Amy's like, "I'm not the funny one," and she's like, "No, you're the therapist."
Yeah,
That's right. We always joke about that. But Amy's the in-house therapist.
And then she asked for our autograph, and I thought she was kind of joking, and she was dead serious.
Yeah.
And I thought,
Mary Beth, shout out to you. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry I wasn't able to make it to this event. I'm so bummed. But there'll be more. Yeah.
There'll be more.
it's just it's
That's so
surreal
cool.
that people have heard of you that's not in your like real inner circle. Like
Right.
it's just showing the magnitude of what this is starting to evolve into, and it's super exciting and then kind of
is,
scary
yeah.
for a little moment.
Hello,
Like,
me, number one, Heather here, raising her hand. I'm always the one that wants to crawl under the table and hide. Okay, so yes, I'm freaking out just a little bit and peeing my pants maybe a little bit too.
So don't make it. Stop drinking coffee.
I know.
Coffee actually enhances that.
It's like a stimulator.
It is.
It's a ureter stimulator or something. What do they call it?
It's your ass and your Rita.
There's a couple more of our new made-up words.
Yeah.
Okay, let me write this down. Should I have no pen and paper? Okay.
Here.
Oh, thank you. There's a pen. Oh, it's pink. Isn't that cute?
There's
It
pink. Oh,
goes
you-
with our. Oh, here.
But-
Look, where's my notebook, guys? Oh, Sophie, shh, be quiet. You need a cough drop. We should interject that Sophie's had a cough, so bear with us.
I will say that if you think you're too young to come to these events, we had a 19-year-old who had a great time yesterday at our event. And then our biggest fan, our first fan, she should be our mascot. She's 79, and Sharon is amazing and awesome, and we just love her to death. So you're not too young, other than we'd like you to be 18 and older.
Yeah.
And you're not too old. It's everybody in between.
And everyone loves Sharon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sharon
She's
adopted.
a hoot. She's a hoot. I love it.
I'm sorry, I finally got my pen and paper and I forgot the words.
I don't know.
Eureka poo, what?
It was your Rita ass.
Oh,
Yeah.
Your real ass. Your Rita ass. We'll just make up a word.
all right, I don't know.
And then it was your Urethra kicker. What did you call it? I'll have to. I'll go back to recording.
rewind. Okay.
Do not ask me. It went out the window as soon as it came in.
We'll figure it out.
I'm losing some brain cells. All right.
So
anyways.
no, we had a great time last night. It was so much fun.
Who else came that we were? There were some other people, and was that when people wanted to help us?
Yeah, so Stephanie wants to help us. She is a gal that I know from bowling, and she is just very excited to be a part of a group of women that kind of want to rebrand what women groups look like. You're not like so feministic that you're, on one side of the fence of, being female supporters. We're like really trying to encompass everybody. Every woman can help every woman. And it doesn't matter what you look like or what religion you have or anything. And so Stephanie really, really liked our feel and our vibe. And she's like, I want to help. I don't know how I can help, but I want to help. And then there was Nicole or Nikki, who's the photographer. She wants to help.
And Indira. She
Yeah.
wants to help as well.
And someone, forgive me, but she wanted to offer up her backyard possibly for
Oh,
parties.
yeah. Kim. All these people who came that we just
I did not expect
Yeah.
the outpouring of support and love. I really just thought it was going to be, obviously it was called a meet and greet, and I thought we were just going to get to know more people and just have more people that were supporting in the way of listening. but I had no idea people were going to be so generous with their time and talents. And I'm just overwhelmed with
Oh, yeah, so awesome.
gratitude. Yes.
Yes.
I can't even, I'm just.
And your friend Diane?
Oh my gosh. We have to give a shout
Yeah.
out also to Diane. She is a great supporter and collaborator and knows a lot of people and really wants to help us grow.
And your friend, Marcia?
Oh,
Marla.
Marla. Yeah, Marla brought a friend. I had invited her. She had seen maybe something before the flyer went out, and I was like, "Come, like, bring a friend or bring your friend." She has a friend, a female friends group, so I was like, "Bring them."
Yeah, bring the
So
whole
she
group.
she
Well,
brought
no,
a friend.
We had
Yeah,
to cap it
we
at
did have a
25
cap.
people this time, or the restaurant would have charged us up the you know what. So since we're young and still, well, not young really, but a young company.
Yeah, young
We,
company.
Our uteruses are not young, but our company is.
We are, still young in the monetary department. So anyway, along those lines, if you'd like to donate, we do have a business Venmo account. And I mean, on a serious note, we definitely appreciate any monetary donations. Of course, time is super important.
Or
Connections.
any type of resources,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
if you know someone who, like there was one person who I think was one of your friends. She said that like she knows people that write in the local newspaper and that they could do a lifestyle if when we're interested, and like holy cow,
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we want to branch out, and there's just 3 of us. So if everybody is willing, or some are willing to share their resources and their connections, that's like the perfect
super
way
helpful.
to
It
get
makes
out
it
there.
not feel so like such a burden or scary or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes it gets a little like
too much.
too much. Like holy cow, how are we going to manage all this?
Yeah.
And thank God there's 3 of us. I don't know how we would ever get this far.
Other podcasters that I listen to, that they're a single podcaster, they must have help behind the scenes that we're not hearing about, right?
They must.
Because I do think, oh my God, I don't know how they do it,
Yeah, they're
But
like,
they would have to pay for them or
Well,
something.
there's
or
that.
volunteer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the volunteer their time or whatever. But
Anyways.
yeah, it's crazy. But there's the 3 of us, and our event was super successful. And I think the other aspect of our business that we haven't really dabbled into, but we're gonna we hope soon. We're putting it out there, but our Amazon store hopefully will start in the next couple months. We need 500 followers on Instagram.
So
Hint,
if you're
hint.
gonna if you're gonna do anything,
Yeah,
tell your friends.
yeah,
Follow.
it's free.
It's just follow.
Yeah.
Follow us.
We're
And
a
it's
small
some
business.
fun. It's fun content,
Yeah.
on our Instagram page too. We advertise our events we're going to have, and then we have stories we put on there, and sometimes we show our dogs, sometimes we show ourselves, or maybe
Our
a vacation,
lives.
or our lives, or our day to day, just what we're doing, and then inspirational messages and uplifting.
Yeah, it's kind of a mix. It's good. I think it's a good, because I know people really, even the reels that we've been doing that are kind of funny and quirky.
Totally.
Well, I mean,
Oh yeah.
people are
Love
getting
those.
loving those, and then
Yeah.
and
Those
then
are my favorite. I'll go ahead and put that in there because I'm a dork.
And then, you're the queen of dork. You're the queen of dorks.
Thank you.
In a good way.
Thank you. I think.
And then we also started adding clips to our Instagram, so you can hear a portion of what the podcast will be about. And that's, we usually take I'm the editor, so I take the funny parts. I put the funny parts in there and try to make it a little bit crafty. I get crafty with it.
Crafty. Beastie Boys. She's crafty.
Yes, she is. She is.
And she really is.
Yeah.
No joke.
I start, I thank God no one sees my search history, because when we're talking about certain stuff, I'm like searching for, okay, would that be a banana hammock? Would that be? And I'm like all these weird words I'm looking up.
That are sexually related.
And everything
fun.
in between.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you guys, we haven't done any podcasts about sex yet. That's coming. We're going to have to talk
Yeah.
about that.
I think it's gonna. I think.
Well,
it could
I mean,
be
not
It could be a mini series.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We're not going to go into details about our sexual escapades or anything.
What?
But I mean, well,
I thought you were.
I don't think I want to give that much detail. But, I mean, we could talk about
sexual health.
That's what I was going to
Yes.
say. The importance, yes,
Yeah.
and.
And the enjoyment.
I mean,
I
we're
think-
not going to talk about our favorite positions, or anything like that. I don't think, but I might need some wine.
You need more than wine.
Not having wine today because I had too much wine yesterday.
But I think like even when my friend Catherine comes on from Playground, and we start talking about even like her the sexual
health. And
how important it is.
there's
oh
a whole aspect. Everybody talks about sex, but not very many people actually talk about the health piece, which then can help sex be more enjoyable.
Right, and like the pelvic pelvic floor.
Yeah, health.
I never had heard of that my whole entire life until like a year
It's
ago.
only been
when we
super
met.
big in the last like 3
Yeah.
or 4 years. There's been a better push about it. But yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, and that's huge, especially also after you've had babies. It changes everything inside.
Well, and when I talk to Alex, that's our
pelvic.
pelvic
our
floor
pelvic floor
specialist.
specialist.
And I've seen her, and she even says like a lot of the tension, like your muscular tension and stress, is held down there. It's not necessarily always in your shoulders or your back. There's muscles and tendons, and it's probably much more elaborate than any other part of our body because it's attached to your hips. It's attached
To everything.
To everything,
Yeah.
and your whole nervous system is down there.
It's true.
Yeah.
My GYN actually referred me for physical therapy.
Yeah,
for
pelvic
that.
floor PT.
Yeah, and I got the referral, and I was supposed to make an appointment, and I never
She
did
never
it.
went.
I never went.
Surprise, surprise.
Because I didn't. I was. It's a hard pill to swallow, so to speak, because it's very intimate, and I didn't want somebody that I didn't know.
But you know Alex.
Well, I know that'd be better, but she's not on my insurance, and so
Yeah.
I was referred to a place that's on my insurance, and I just was so uncomfortable with the fact that somebody had to put their hand.
It's hands-on.
It's
some
literal
hands-on.
hands-on inside, from the inside.
Yeah.
And
But
but it's not sexual.
It's
no,
not
and
even-
I know that.
It's
I know-
very
yeah. And so
and,
you
and a good person, like she talks you through it, and like and then she's touching one spot, and I'm like, are you touching the right? And she goes, yeah, and I'm like, I feel it in the left. Like that's how much the nerves. Like I was
Yeah.
feeling like
Feeling other places. Yeah.
and it's because it's all connected. It is spectacular, and she herself says that she's really amazed by it, and that's why she's focusing her business and her massage therapy on pelvic floor, because it's so important for women, and it's
I feel like there's all this talk about how like maybe the most important aspects of your body is your core. Everybody, every professional, every doctor, anybody who's done sports or anything, everybody focuses on the core. And whether that be true or not, I feel like the whole pelvic area for women,
That's your core.
That is part of your core and is equally important
Yeah.
to take care of than just your core stomach
well,
muscles.
you know, some of those exercises where the backwards or reverse push-ups or something, and you use your legs. And you pull your legs down, and you have to hold your pelvic. You actually have to tilt. You have to tilt your pelvic in.
Yeah.
And you're using those muscles in there.
Yeah.
You're absolutely using those muscles in there. So
Yeah,
Our core is in our hoo-ha.
as it should be.
She's doing the meditation.
That's our zen. That's our zen. We should be
Bow down.
to our hoo-ha.
All hail to the hoo-ha.
To our hoo-ha. And mention bow to our hoo-ha. We're the queen.
Yes, before we ever give up we should tell our younger selves, before you ever give up your hoo-ha to anyone, they must bow down and hail to it.
and
Sacred.
And you must, I think the biggest thing, I actually had nurse friends growing up when we were all in our early 20s. No joke. They were like, before you have relationships with men or whoever, you should know the inside and outside of your body. You should know what it looks like down yonder. You should know everything about it and how it works before you actually even start.
Well, historically, it seemed like it was so secretive. So I think a lot of
it was.
women our age and older.
Yeah. And it's not like a man where you can just see it.
Right. Yeah, it's out there.
It's buried.
Yeah, it's buried.
Above lots of things. Sophie's swimming through.
It takes a lot of maneuvering in the mirror, and like you have to have it tilted properly, and
it might actually be tilted.
Like, you might need a lawnmower to get to it. A weed whacker. Every time she laughs, the poor thing, she coughs. Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
I'm so sorry for coughing, everybody.
No,
well, she's feeling a lot better. We're so glad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we had to cancel 2 weeks ago because I was sick.
Yeah, maybe it was 1 week ago. Shoot, I don't know. Time. I have no idea anymore what day it is, what time it is. Whatever.
It's almost the end of April, so that's kind of fucking crazy.
Oh boy. So hello. What's next, guys?
Well, I think some of the interesting thing about what happened yesterday at our meet and greet is that I think we should talk more about who we are, where we come from, something we haven't done yet.
Backstory. More about who we are and what makes us who we are. Oh, dear Lord. And where we come from and our family life and schooling and siblings.
Because sometimes it makes sense, like when you're the oldest or...
Oh, that's
like I think there's you play roles in your family, and sometimes you're the favorite of the parents, of the grandparents.
Oh, are you talking about yourself?
Cousins, aunts. You heard them today.
She's very well loved, people.
You heard them on FaceTime today. Sweetheart. Oh my Lord, I love you so much.
I loved them all. They were so nice and friendly. And
yeah, my cousins were there, and. So I got to, shout out to Amanda, Melissa, and they listen. And so they were like, oh God, of course I know who that is. I was
there. I think this whole subject thing should start off with you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
She's
She's
actually the most awake at this table.
Right. Yeah, she should go first.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. I'm feeling better.
See, I left the party early last night. Yeah.
We did the after party.
We did do the after party.
All right. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We really appreciate you listening to us, and we look forward to hanging out with you next Wednesday. Please join us. And in the meantime, please follow us on Instagram at The Real Exes Portland. Also, we would love to hear from you and hear some of your juicy stories. You can email us your stories at rxop.yourstory@gmail.com. Until next week, bye.